Hello, welcome to Skyhammer Press, Skyhammer Kittens, Massive Damage Adventures, whatever you came here from, Massive Damage Campaigns. My name is Merrick Moyer, my pronouns are he, him, and today I am reviewing something called the Master's Toolkit by Arkenforge. Okay, so the Master's Toolkit is a virtual tabletop and map making software for tabletop RPGs designed by a company called Arkenforge. They ran a Kickstarter in 2017 that brought in $20,000 Australian, and looking at this package that I have in front of me right now, that is a criminal amount of underfunding. Unbelievable! In 2021, they kickstarted a science fiction line, which raised 82,000 Australian, and I think that even could have been a lot higher. Our reviews up until now have pretty much always been actual plays and actually, playing the RPGs that we've been given as review copies. This is something different. It's a tool set. And so to try it out, I figured I'd do all the research, I'd learn about what it can do, and then I would just try and make something and record myself making something. And I figured it might be pretty cool if I made it something that I was actually going to use in one of our upcoming games. So very soon I'm going to be recording the Hellboy episodes for the Massive Damage Adventures podcast. These are going to come out a little bit later in the year. I should know that. When are they scheduled for? The episodes are going to be coming out in April, so I figured why not put together the super cool map that I have in my head that we're going to use and put it together in the Master's Toolkit. So here's my sort of rough sketch. We'll see if we can recreate something like this. Basically, this is going to be a cave, with a couple of different entrances. I like multi-layers on my maps, so I'm going to try and have a lower layer, as sort of a neutral layer, and then kind of like an upper layer of a catwalk. I need space for a big monster in the middle. You'll see when we get into it. But what is the Master's Toolkit? So it is built on Unity, so it doesn't really feel like Photoshop or like some sort of editing or designing software. It feels like a video game, which is pretty cool. It actually reminds me a lot of modding maps back in Neverwinter Nights, which I'm assuming at this point is dating myself, which is so weird, but hey, whatever. I loved modding in Neverwinter Nights. But built on Unity, it gives them so much more because it is more than just a map maker. It is a virtual tabletop software. It's got a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm going to run through a whole bunch of features. But first, what you can get if you pick it up, or pick up the 28-day free trial for signing up, you can get access to the Fantasy Essentials bundle and the Sci-Fi Essentials bundle, getting you a whole bunch of assets and backgrounds and stuff to start building some maps. Free for 28 days, and then you pick it up and buy the various bundles and packs and whatnot. The Fantasy Essentials bundle, and this is all in US dollars, is $35. Sci-Fi Essentials is $35. Cyberpunk, very promising, very cool, $30. Dungeons Deep, The Wild, and Towns and Cities are all $30 as well. And then they have a couple of small packs: Animated Trees, Halloween, Ice and Snow, and Magical Effects that are, 10 to 15 US dollars. Okay, so that's their official marketplace and buying the actual tool, the Master's Toolkit. What it does, I'm going to use it today just to make a map. We're going to see how that goes, but here's a list of other things that you could do or do with it. You can import your own assets, videos, animated assets like GIFs. It's got ambient lighting and dynamic lighting that reacts to tokens and fog of war. You can build square maps, hex maps, isometric grids. They have high resolution export so that you can print or publish the maps that you create. Automated settings for virtual tabletop exports to popular virtual tabletops, Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, all sorts. It's got built-in fog of war, light, and line of sight. There's honestly a lot baked in. You can set it up, like I said, as a virtual tabletop to play online. You can screen share your maps and audio through Discord. If you are using Zoom, they've got it connected so that players can actually control their tokens over the Zoom call. If you play on Foundry or Fantasy Grounds, the maps that you export will have your baked in line of sight data so that you don't need to rebuild that. And if you're playing on Roll20, you can export maps out with automatic resolution at 70 pixels per square so that you just literally drag and drop it onto Roll20 and it just works. If you're playing in person, it's got some really cool stuff. If you've got a table with a screen, or if you've got a screen off to the side, you can have dual screens in the native settings where you designate to the toolkit which of your other screens is the player screen, and then that screen only displays player things, and you can actually move that screen around on the game master's screen to sort of give them a focus area. Let's see, you the tokens and everything that you put, you can basically hyperlink them to an tool journal, basically called the encyclopedia, where you can have notes and stats and all sorts of stuff. State of play is saved into the map, so if you are actually doing something and then you need to pause or stop the game, or you've reached the end of your session, you just save and everything is there baked in. If you're playing in person, you can have line of sight and fog of war all done on the player's screen. And this one is one of their latest features, and something that's super, super cool is if you have a touch-enabled Windows device, like a mini PC or a Surface Pro, you can link the Master's Toolkit to the device and then control line of sight and fog of war by touch or by moving physical tokens around in real time. So you can take a token, put it down on your touchscreen enabled whatever, and move it, and it's gonna figure it out. I don't actually know how it's gonna figure it out, but I saw a video of them doing it. You walk it around, and it shows you what your token sees. If you move it through a door, everything in the other room disappears, and everything in the new room shows up. And I don't know, it's just pretty cool. That's all touchscreen and automated. The last two modules to quickly talk about: the encyclopedia module, which we touched on before. Track and manage your campaign directly. You can also build and write your own campaigns and adventures like that and publish it on their independent marketplace. All hyperlinked, all set up, completely immersive. And then last is the soundscape module. We're listening to their music right now. This is just the loading screen music, but we'll go in and we'll play with that a little bit. They have playlists, ambiences, and sound effects that you can use for soundboards. One of the super cool things with this is you can actually place sounds on your map, and then as people move their tokens towards it, it gets louder and more noticeable. There's a sound drop-off bubble, and then when they're actually in an area, say with an engine ship, or a ship's engine humming, or a babbling brook, it's louder because they're close to it, and then if they move away, they can't hear it. That's kind of the tool set in a nutshell. It's pretty cool. Just from looking at their videos and learning along how to do it, I'm super pumped to try it out. I may not be very good at it, so I apologize if this is terrible thing to watch, but hey, we're gonna learn together. And if you see things that I could be doing better, leave a comment and let me know, and I'll learn. And if it's interesting, maybe I'll do more of these and make the maps for our upcoming games in the Master's Toolkit. Who knows? One other thing before I jump to the tool set and we start making our map, commercial publishing. It's definitely interesting for people like me. I don't know if you're writing your own adventures and publishing them, but here's some cool things to know. All of the first-party assets in the Master's Toolkit are covered under CC BY 4.0. All you have to do is attribute Arkenforge, the Master's Toolkit, in your credits or in your description, whether it's like your video, your actual play, or your printed published material, or, you know, PDF material. You can use these maps. Music is licensed and copyrighted, so you can't like pull the music out and put it under stuff. But if it's playing through the Master's Toolkit software, which, heads up, that's what I'm doing right now, you can use it in all live streams and YouTube videos. Totally free and clear, which is amazing. Important, like I said, you can't export any of their audio assets. You cannot export any of their individual map assets either. That is a big no-no. But if you make something and upload it to their marketplace, you own the copyright. Well, copyright for all marketplace items is held by the creator. So, I mean, if you're using somebody else's assets, they own the copyright for that. But if you make stuff, it's yours. And so, yeah, if you have agreements with asset creators and whatnot, you can import them into this and you can use it and publish it, which is amazing. Anyways, so should we take a look at what the toolkit looks like? I think so. Ooh, I'm tiny and my name's here. Okay, look at that. Ooh, it's so shiny. It's pretty cool. Got a little, ooh, my mouse feels like it's moving slow because the screen's smaller. But okay, let's just take a quick look at this. Yay, that's me. Apparently I got a lot of updates and notifications. All the support, various things. They've got this like haptic kind of clicking, which, you know, might be a little bit much, but we'll see if it fades into the background. Okay, so anything like in color here is something that I got as part of my review bundle. Thank you so much, Arkenforge. Like this was quite generous. I'm very interested in looking at all of this and using all of it. So we got Cyberpunk, Dungeons Deep, Essentials, Halloween, Magical Effects, Sci-Fi Essentials, The Wild, Towns and Cities, and then you got this Underwater one that I don't have. We have a whole bunch of tokens, Quarantine Care Pack, that sounds cool, Human Token Pack, Halfling, Half-Orc, Half-Elven, Gnomish, Elven, Dwarven, Dungeon Dwellers, Dragonborn, Argentine Token Pack, and Animated Trees. So Animated Trees just came out. Ooh, a little bit of a buzz there, but it worked. Cool. Mute the audio. Ready the audio. So before we get into the toolkit, let's go. Let's just quickly go through here. We're not going to touch the touch client because I don't know anything about it. I'll just let you see, like, you know, it's got full settings. Oh, you know, this is just the launcher settings. Never mind. Okay, let's actually launch the Master's Toolkit. Launching. So pretty. I like it. It feels like I'm loading into a video game. Like I'm gonna have fun now. Okay, so now we don't have any music. So what we're going to do immediately is we're gonna go into the Soundscapes module. And we're gonna play something, I think. Turn it down just a little bit. Okay, yeah, just like any other sound player, you got repeat 1. Let's turn you down just a little bit more. Can I change the number? Oh, I can, directly in. Let's just go to 7. That's lovely. Okay. Now we're just gonna see how that works. Now, I just hit escape, brought up the menu again. Pretty, you know, straightforward. There's also like a little main menu button in the bottom. Everything that you sort of expect that the toolset's gonna do, it's pretty straightforward with key bindings, but you can change all of those. So we're gonna go into settings. Like, you know, it's got hotkeys just like a video game. So it feels pretty accessible, pretty straightforward. And talking about accessibility, they're also hot on this. You got a dyslexia-friendly font that you can throw on if you need. You can change the UI size, so like pump it up to 150. I'm gonna leave it at 100 for now. You can fade effect on buttons when clicked. Okay, double click timing for your seconds. You can change your text colors if you're finding that this is, you know, challenging. Like, great. Customize it. I'm gonna reset because I'm just gonna go with what it is for now. But yeah, they got all sorts of that. You can change your audio, display. Yeah, cool. So let's go back. I mean, let's open it up real quick just to show the encyclopedia. Okay, you got notes. I haven't looked into this yet. Okay, so part of my review also came with an adventure, but obviously we're not going to play that. But hey, here's a player character set up in D&D. Let's go to the cartographer. I don't even know. Where do we start? We start with new map. Okay, so our new map is going to be Caves of Shamanus. It's going to be good. Square, full grid, grid opacity 100%, grid color, map background color is good, time of day is noon. We're going to create this map. It's been created successfully, but I'm not in it. Oh, because I got my encyclopedia window open. So we're going to close that window. We're going to close the settings. We're going to close the playlists. And suddenly we're in it. It's all windows, and you can make it windows again. Let's see. Open up. Ooh, I just switched to a different playlist by accident because I have a hotkey there. Okay, so let me go back to... And we're going to learn something here. We're going to go to playlists. This is what we were playing. We're going to go back to our traveling one. We're going to drag it over to this Arkenbar. And now we got a hot, you know, it's set up right there for us. I'm going to switch back into just our chill traveling one. So you can assign a hotkey. Oh, you can assign a hotkey. So you can just be like, T, move to traveling. You can move from Arkenbar. I wonder if T does anything. It doesn't. Still a little loud though. So we're gonna go to audio. Just gonna take the music volume's already super low. Ambience volume. Nope. Okay, we're gonna drop you down to 2. Cause you're here to listen to me talk, right? Right. Anyways, so here we go. Pretty straightforward, like zoom in, zoom out with your mouse wheel. WASD moves you around like a video game or a virtual tabletop. You got this hand thing, which is, you know, your mouse key. You got an asset browser so that you can grab stuff. Official creators, Arkenforge. It's kind of tiny right now, but you can, of course, make it bigger. If I need lines, I click something in, and it's going to drop it down into this bar here. Now, this is... not perfectly viewable for you, so we're gonna undock it for a sec. There we go. And look at all of this. So if I want to build a bridge, I'm gonna just take this bridge, I'm gonna drop it out here. Ooh, can rotate it, and I've got these different build and manipulation tools. So we're gonna turn this into a line. I'm gonna make straight line. So I've got the bridge, it's the same thing, it's in my hand, but now I can draw a line of it, right? Look at that. And because it's a line, it's got a manipulation point. That's gonna come in use later. Minimize. I'm gonna dock it again. God, like I'm teaching you how to do this, and I don't even know where to start. Okay, I need a background. I need cave stuff. So some parts of this video might just be me fast forwarding through, like me going, where is all the stuff? But also, I could be searching all of this. Like, I can go into all types. I can find animations videos. I can find grouped ones. I could just go cave. Oops, I don't need cave plus. Cave didn't help me. Stone? Oh, yeah, okay. So down here we got a couple of stones showing up. Whoa! Whole bunch. It's still going. Tons and tons of cave options. Look at that in my bottom bar. I can undock that again. Search cave. Look at all of these caves. Oh, we got some pre-made caves. So I could just be like, hey guys, ooh, that's nice. Let's minimize that. It's just down here. You can't see it under me. But, whoa. Okay, there's a lot going on in this. Let's take a closer look. If I click on this, it's a grouped object. And so we've got line of sight on that red line, which we can change on all of these grab points. We've got a pickaxe object right there. We've got all of these, and they're all grouped together. And I don't know how to edit them individually. I think I have to unlock them, yeah. So I think it was Alt. Yeah. So Alt is showing the visibility. So they're not locked together. This means, like, player, I think? Toggle hidden. I think that's what it was. Toggle locked. Okay, so I just locked it, now I've unlocked it. Toggle group. So if I ungroup everything, there we go. Now we can be like, oh, I didn't want the blue crystal there. I wanted the blue. Ooh. Oh, that's fancy. This is actually rotating around a point. Now there is a way to reset that. And I don't remember how. Oh. It's going to be in toggle hand, content properties panel. Here we go. Transformations. Reset pivot to middle. So yeah, we got this X pivot and Y pivot that's like way over there. We're going to reset the pivot to the middle. Now we can rotate it. And I think there was a hotkey to do that, but I don't remember where it is. So anyways, like now I have my blue there and I can customize this super cool thing. And then if I just want to move it, I can group it up again. And then what's super cool, ooh, it's thinking, is you can save this, like save this whole group of like 19 things that are all together, and then you can drop it into other maps and whatnot. You can also just be like Control C, Control V, bam, I got another one. Now I don't want that to be my cave, so we're just gonna delete it, and then we're gonna go back to this. Look at all these nice caves. That's super cool because, like, say I wanted Mine Natural Cave, Hell Cave, Spider Cave, Dwarven Wall Cave, Gold Vein, Flooded Cave. Yeah. Show me this flooded cave. Where's the water? I definitely thought there was water in there. There's water in this picture. Maybe it's not loading or underneath. I don't know. The water didn't show up. That's too bad. But can we, so we take all of this, untoggle the group. Can I break this wall? No, I can only move the wall. I gotta draw a new wall. But what are you? You're Mine Cave 2. Interesting. Okay, so let's kill the group. Starting from scratch. I want to do roughly a 30 by 20 map, I think. No, I want to do bigger than that. I want to do bigger than a 30 by 20. So let's assume double. Let's go 60 by 40. And I want a guide. I want to know how big that is. So I'm just going to make just a floor texture cobblestone and tile, dirt and sand, fire and lava, grass and foliage, marble, natural stone. Here we go. Look at these options. Yeah. So this is going to be our lowest level. This will come out after the players have played the first one, but before you get to hear the adventure. So you're going to get a little bit of preview, but the players aren't going to get to find out what I did and see the map beforehand. They'll see it first, and then you'll see it, and then you'll hear it. Where was I going with that? We're playing the Hellboy RPG, which I wish I had the physical copy to actually show off, but I only have the PDF right now. The physical is like, you know, in global shipping hell. I'm having way too much fun with this, and I haven't made any map yet. The Hellboy game is going to be BPRD agents, and they are going to be going to the small town of Chemainus, British Columbia. It's a beautiful place. I've been there a couple of times. I really love just like wandering up and down the streets, and checking out what the town is mostly famous for, which is their murals. They have like a couple dozen, like 40 murals that are painted all up and down the streets. They're beautiful. They're wonderful. Anyways, the BPRD is called in to investigate missing peoples that are happening like here in Chemainus, and they're gonna go into an underground cave that's partially flooded, taking a lot of inspiration from like the beautiful caves that you can find on in British Columbia on Vancouver Island. And so we need the lowest level of stuff. So it's probably gonna be dark. Hey, there's the water. We found it. It's not super distinguishable from the background, which we can change in map settings, I think. Let's save the map. So when I was at university, I had this graphic design instructor named Barry. He was wonderful. And anytime I think I gotta save, I go, it's time for a Splat S, which is what he said when we were working all on Max. Barry, if you are somehow listening to or watching this, thank you for being such a wonderful teacher. I've got water underneath there. And I want to get it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the hand. This is toggle hand. Okay. I don't want to be drawing anymore. So give me that little one back. And then we're going to take this and we're going to layer. So we are going to move it to the bottom. And now we found the water. And we're going to save that water because we might actually use that water. It's pretty good water. So layering tools, because I just touched on them. Look, you can move up and down, yada yada. You can move it to the object layer, to the terrain layer. It's currently on the terrain layer, which means it is behind the grid. If you move it to the object layer, we lose the grid. Straightforward, right? Pretty cool. So these are our bounds. This is the map that we're gonna make. So let's go back to looking for stuff. We're in textures. What I want is walls. So we got modular walls and modular walls with a capital W. That's weird, but that's fine. Let's see the difference. They look exactly the same. When in the same, let's go with the one that's consistent with the other. Modular objects has a lowercase o, so let's go with modular walls with a lowercase w. So we got caves. Alright, cave walls dwarven. Cave 1, cave 3, cave 4. So they're modular walls. They're not lines, which is what we want to do. This is basically just pop out a wall. Modular. Makes sense. We want lines. So we're going to draw. Cliffs and edges, carpets. You can see this, right? Yeah, lines. Maze, roads, ruined, overgrown, stairs, texture-based walls. There you go. cobblestone and tile, natural stone. All right, we got a rock dark, a rock smooth, a rock bright coarse. So we're gonna put that into our hand. Let's just try and draw. Okay, so we're still tiling. Are we still in terrain? No, we're in lines. So let's go to build options. Let's go with a freeform line and see what happens. There you go. Look at that. That's pretty sharp. We'll delete that. And let's draw the rough shape that I had in my mind. Okay, so basically we got this cavern that's along the back here, and nice and rough shape, and we're just gonna do like that. And then it's got an exit here, so I'm gonna start a new line. It's like I'm just playing in paint right now, and we're gonna draw that off to the end. The idea there is that this is going to connect to another bit of cavern system underneath the town. And then I don't want to draw that yet. I want to draw more over here. So we're going to just draw towards the outside, and this is the top bounds of our map. And I can go off sort of the bleed edge here, because when I export this, I'm just going to export this area. Okay. So part of what I want in this map is multiple levels. So I want this part to be lower down with sort of like a raised area back here, a raised area up front, because the Hellboy game is really focused on ranged combat. So I want the characters to get this top ledge and be able to shoot down at the monster, but then there should be reasons for them to get in, get behind, fall down. And then on the lower level, we're going to have the monster, which is, I got this great token on the Roll20 marketplace, and I'm going to size it up, and it's going to be like right here, probably like that big. We're going to have some pools of water that they can drop into with probably some like grabby stuff that'll be like trap-like. One thing that I'm always trying to do when I make a skirmish map is I want there to be interactive things in the map and reasons for characters to move, because one of the main problems with 5th edition D&D, which is what the Hellboy game is based on, I find is that somebody gets up to the spot and stays there. If there's a hallway, they stick in the door and they just stay there for the entire fight. If there's a monster, they move up to it, they fight it until it's dead, and then they're done. And it's super static and boring. So I am going to build into the map reasons for them to be pulled and pushed and dropped down and things that they can climb, and we're going to see how it goes. You know, now that I'm thinking about this, this is sort of all the levels, but I can use the leveling. Oh, that's going to be really, really cool. So the Master's Toolkit has this level deal where you can move up levels. So our lowest level is going to be the ground area. I need to do the outline first though, and then we're going to go up to level 1, which is going to be where the players come in on. Then we're going to then we're going to go up to level 2, which is going to be the catwalk. But okay, so let's go back down to level 0. We need an outline. We're going to go back to line. We're going to go to freeform, and we're going to draw. Taking a look at my notes. We're going to draw this. There's like a ramp that they can do, but on this level, it's basically a wall. And then we're going to do like that and just make it kind of fun. And we're going to go like this, and it's going to pocket up. And then it's going to create another area over here, and then another kind of ramp down. Okay, let's tidy this up a little. So I think if I just click that, okay, so I gotta empty the hand, go here. Ooh, okay. So because I was drawing in a line, I didn't get the drag point, so I'm just gonna have to fill that in again. So let's do line. Oh, give me line. Freeform. If I'd gone with a polygon, it would have worked. Cool. So now that I'm here and I'm doing this lower level brain thing. Okay, so this is our lower level, and that's where we're going to draw this. I want to work on the upper level, but how do what I need to do is just continue the outline. So, once more on the freeform, we're going to do the outlining bit. Oh no, let's start that outside. So just about, you know, kind of a wide tunnel, trying to make it a little bit natural, a little bit off. I want a nice big, like, oh, that was way too big. Gonna redo that. I wasn't looking when I was drawing. I want to make a nice little bubbly room right there. Oh, this is wrong. Okay, go back. I gotta do this because I need to make the negative space first, don't I? I was drawing the outline because that's on the... No, I don't need to do the negative space. Okay. I just need to give this more space. Okay, there we go. And then we give a little bubble for a room or something. Then we go up and out. And then so this is... We're going to fill this in all in level 1. So let's go up to level 1. This is great. This is actually working really well. So we're going to draw this like so and create our passageway. What happened there? There we go. And then create our large room and then wrap this back around to the balcony. So this we're going to fill in. There's got to be a way to do that, right? Replace asset, flat color, tiled. Can I brush it in? Ooh, how fancy. Just kind of... Oh, that looks great. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so let's up our brush width. Make this a little bit easier for me. Cool. Negative space. Is that what the negative space is supposed to look like? Is that what I should be doing? I don't know. Maybe the lighter stuff should be the stuff you can walk on, but I don't know. This is working for me right now. We're gonna keep going with that. Okay. So now I need to go back to line, freeform, and we're gonna draw the next. Okay, so this what I want here is a nice open balcony that they can step on. But then I also want a room behind that they can hide in if they need to go back to it. So let's turn this into a corridor. There you go. And then so you got this big open space right here, big open space right here, place that they can fire down onto the creature, narrow passageway, large passageway. And then back here, we're going to have a room that they can go in. So we're going to create this sort of up like this. And oh, I don't want to go that way, actually. I want to draw the room. So we're going to keep this being a narrow corridor. Follow this line a little bit. And then make a nice big open cavern space where they've got 2 choke points that they can use. We're going to go down. Oh, no. Oh, I liked that. Okay. This is what we're going to try that again. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Then we're going to follow this line down, and we're going to make a passageway. Then we're going to bring this up, and we're going to make it irregular and drop to there. Kinda didn't make that tidy, but that's fine. I don't mind it. So we got 2 choke points for some place that they can retreat to. And then we're going to turn this into sort of 3 entrances that they can choose from. Where's the 2 entrances? I don't know. So let's do kind of like this. And do up like this. I'm digging this music. Okay. And then let's do some like jaggedy bits. So they can come in here, but there's like things breaking line of sight that are kind of the same. Narrow areas and whatnot. It's a little bit too far over to the right of the map to make it super useful. But it's kind of cool. Looks cavey. I'm wasting a ton of space up here. That's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna fill in our areas. There we go. Fill this in. Oh, I love it. I mean, it's not like beautifully professional, but hey, I'm probably gonna make this map like available on my Patreon, just probably for free. But I don't mind the idea of putting them up for patrons later. Oh, it looks so good how it just joins in like that. Okay, tile, brush, polygon. Okay, so the object is a fill. Let's just try it. No, don't like it. Control Z, undo. Nice. Toggle hidden. Yes, we're gonna go back to, what's polygon do? Yeah, polygon is just like you would expect. You just fill a polygon. So we do like the brush tile. Let's make this nice and big for this big one. About time for a splat S. Went over it in a couple areas, but pretty good. So that's a great layer 1, level 1. Don't need to go up to level 2 yet because I want to see how I make the other things. But let's get a floor in. Okay, let's go in. Yeah, once you're in, like those big black, know your grids are gone. And like, look at the detail. I love it. Okay, so I want our ground to look more, oh, that's cool. Yeah, it disappears. Look more cave mappy. So how do I do that? Okay, so I just went back to their video, and the thing that I was thinking of is the noise. So we're going to try that. What we're going to do is we're going to go to our textures again. We're going to take a look. We got dirt and sand. That's pretty cool. Throw some dirt and sand throughout. We got grass and foliage. Ooh, dark ground, flowers. Flowers are a good one. Kind of weird. Gray grass, grass wave, wheat field, yellow grass, village tile. Okay. Hay and straw, marble, natural stone is what we're using. Ruined and overgrown. It's probably pretty good. Mossy stone brick, mossy stone pebbles. What's this? Ooh. That's funky looking. Oop. A little bit of a jump. Okay, so let's try this. So we got it in the hand. Okay, so we're going to drop it out and see what happens. Okay, jump cut. Figured it out. Basically, I was dropping it in as the wrong type. And so now that I've dropped it in as tile, you can see that it's kind of like working like that. So this is creepy and odd looking. And so what we're going to do is we go into this tiled, and then we can add noise. We turn noise on, and it fades it into that. And then you change the noise scale, drop it down, and then it's like it's part of the stone behind it. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna see what'll happen if I take this. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. And we're just gonna, we just want it in that type area. So if we put it like this, ooh, it's got to think for a couple of seconds. I just made it think about all that noise. There we go. So can I do it so that it's just this lower level? That's interesting. Not sure how to do it and just have it be down there without it being all blocky. That is something that we can do. Okay. Okay, so let's get that out. Let's use it again. And under tile, let's put it as a brush. Fill it up. There you go. And if we just make it this lower level. Okay, I did that all and realized I'm in the wrong level, but that's fine because I can drop it down to another level. So let's just see if the noise works. I can noise it. So I turn the noise on, then I change the noise scale, and then it fades into the back. Not quite like I was hoping. We might need to change that. Let's change it down one level. Okay, so now it's on level 0. So then if I go up to level 1, it's kind of down there. So let's change the noise again. Change noise scale. What if I up the noise? Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so if I add more noise? New noise. New noise. Ooh, that was good. And then change noise scale. Okay, not quite enough noise, but I can change the opacity, I think. Yeah. So if I make it a little bit more transparent, then we get just enough. Yeah. Cool. Okay, I've got 3 pools of water planned. So if I bring this, okay, we need to bring that up in, move to top of layer. And we're gonna put that right there. I wonder if I can just find like where this was. No? Okay. So we're gonna search for water. Lots of different water options. Oh, so much water. Portal water, barrel water. Okay. Return to base folder. Fantasy, textures, hidden items, objects, overlays. I want modular objects. I want water. Undercity sewers? Ships? Okay, what if I just transform this? Can I, like, break? No. Okay, so what if I said, like, pool? Or pond? Yeah, I got a pool table. You want to see the pool table? It's a beautiful cyberpunk pool table. Okay, so what if I said pond? It's still searching. Do the searching dance. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna have to draw it. We got one of those that we stole from that prefab cave. But we're gonna draw our other ones. Ooh, contaminated water. That's a cool. Yeah, okay, so let's do tiled. We're gonna brush it, not line. No, we're gonna line it first in freeform. So we're gonna put a pool of water right below sort of where the players are coming in, and kind of like, oh no, there's like a gross pool of water right here. And then we're gonna do a big one over by these areas that they can walk down, which I don't know how I'm gonna denote that yet. Maybe like with some sand or something. Maybe I have to break this wall. Anyways, kind of like a thing so that there's a walk around spot. nice and irregular. And then we got this, which let's just get rid of. So let's make a nice irregular water right there, just so that we're nice and consistent. We're gonna switch to our tiled brush. Oh, it's moving! Look at it go! Look at it go! I mean, that's not gonna save when we're in our static, but that's super cool. Got our water. Now let's get rid of that other water. Cool. Monster's gonna be right there in the middle. Let's go up a level and see what it looks like. Really, really cool. Looking super good. Okay. I'm definitely gonna want like a different texture there, I think. Maybe not. I mean, that's gonna be dark. It's gonna work. Okay, let's go down a level. This is coming together. It's coming together like super fast. Really enjoying it. Right, I need a way to show that these are ways down. I'm gonna lock that. I don't want to touch it anymore. And lock that. Okay. So let's find sand. I don't know why. Sand just seems to make sense. We got a bunch of sand. We got a bunch of sand. We got some sandstone. Ooh. I did really... Oops. Sand did this. I did really like one thing that they did in the tutorial. Show me sand. Thank y'all. Is this sandstone. So what they did... let's just get that in the hand. And... so what they did was it tiled? Yeah, that's what you gotta do. They used the noise on this. Just gonna show you what it looks like. Color and opacity. Color and opacity? No, tiled. Noise. And so like this they took and then they changed the brightness, I think it was. Yeah, look at that. To give it kind of like this weird castle look and feel, and then they took it and then just went all throughout. And then so if we go to level 1, like look at how cool that's looking. Oof. That's looking fun. It's a little busy. It's a little busy, but it's pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but I did like that sort of pattern that they did. Let's delete that for now. We want some sand. We got desert dungeon sand. We got sandstone. Got some sand. And basically we just want to lighten up the areas where people are walking by. And so let's just go with this brown sand. Let's go to a brush. And like, what if I just took the brush width down and did like... I don't think this is gonna work. Let's see what happens. Nah, it's terrible. I don't like it. What about if I went over that? Did like this. Nah, I don't like it. Okay. I don't know how to... So I could have this growing up it. So what if I did it as a brush and just kind of brushed it along there and then brought it up in the level? Just kind of like that. Then take this, move it up one level. It's interesting. Oh, and then it disappears. So if we're on this player level. It's kind of cool. Can I edit? Let's get that out of there for now. I can't get rid of the wall. Is there a delete? Missing content, log, fog of war, time of day. Ooh, we got something moving. I don't know how to just delete stuff. So, this is just going to be what it's going to be. We're going to move this like so. And then we're going to do the same sort of thing over here. So give me that back. And we're going to draw it as a tile on level 1. Oop. What happened? Okay, got you there. Brush. Here we go. I'm going to have it growing a little bit up. A little bit over there. We're going to take up its opacity. A little bit. Too much. Cool. Take this one, do a similar thing. Pretty cool. Okay, yeah, so it feels like they're connected now. Like, yeah, you can go down there, but you gotta step on the gross stuff. Cool. It's not perfect. It's not, like, beautiful. Okay, I hate it. It's not perfect and it's not beautiful and I want it to be. So we're going to just redo this one over here with the brush. Because I did like it. I just didn't like that. Yeah, it's like a dinosaur head. Okay, smaller brush. Obliterate the wall. Oh, okay. Obliterate the wall, but run along the outside wall. And then just kind of snake it in. That's gonna look better. It's too bright. Okay, wall up, run along the outside, curve, a little bit like it's growing. Better. Now it looks kind of like it's got two little heads there, so we gotta take the brightness down just a titch, the opacity, I mean. So we're gonna set it to 25. We're gonna set it to 20. Then we're just gonna go over here. We're gonna set that opacity also to 20. And then we got a little bit extra that I did, but I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like it. It's good. And then we go down to level 0. This is where the baddie is going to be dropped, etc. We're going to go up to level 1. This is mostly where the players are going to be. And do I have some crates? Got wooden crates. Got crates. Those are good. I want some crates right here. Ooh, yeah. We got some random stuff here. Okay. Quick YouTube break. Okay. So we got our crates, and we're going to do some super cool stuff. So we could just drop them in like an object. That's cool. That's great. Or what we can do is we can fill the area. So then we drag an area, and it fills with them. Or, and this is what's super cool, we can change the density. We're still on fill. We're going to shift, click and drag. And they're going to randomize. Look at that. Ooh, that was just one. Give me more. Like, look at that. Let's go with some... What other crates do we have? Like, what I'm basically looking for... Yeah, these little, like, X crates. Like, something that you would find on a ship in a port town. Oh, did I create a crate there? I sure did. So let's delete all of these. Ooh, these little, yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, and then so we're going to make sure that we're on object, fill, and we're going to have density 69, nice. And we're just going to fill these right here. And we got some random crates. Let's go with a different design and do some fill-in. Okay, and then we're going to take these crates. We're just going to place them kind of haphazardly here. So the idea is the people who have been sort of feeding this creature have brought a whole bunch of things in. And there's a bunch of stackable crates here, and so maybe the players are going to deal with those. And then I'm going to put catwalks out to show like where they've taken the crates and like dumped them to feed the creature. And so we're actually going to need to make a little bit more space. We're going to move these crates up here because we're going to have the catwalk run this way. So this is all in level 1. Good, because if we go to level 0, that's just that low bit. Okay, let me stop and just say for a second, I am having so much fun. This is great. I am really loving this. Okay, I still want to change up this sort of like dark texture on level 1 just to make it more like walk around accessible. I want to make the catwalks, and then I think I'm gonna be done. I wish that I had used up a little bit more of that space. Like, can I just take all of this and go boop boop? I sure can. So I did 1, 2, yeah. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go down, then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, then I go up. Like, did I just fix it? Did I center it? Oops. Oh, that's a thing I could do. I can go down. I can go just to this and go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why it didn't work, because I had selected that. Ooh, what did I do? Okay, undo, undo, undo. Undo? What have I done? Okay, let's move you up. Let's go back here. Okay, so everything here is just a little off kilter. So let's move it down. Why isn't it moving down? Okay, so I'm gonna have to lock the things that are in the right place. These are all in the right place. Oh, we're selecting things on multiple levels right now. That's weird. Okay, so let's lock our background. And then let's lock the contaminated water and this. I don't want the crates. Lock. We go up to level 1. Grab all of this and just move it back into place. We like where it all is. We're just going to lock everything down. And suddenly we're using up a little... we can actually fix that again. So like, yeah, let's just go back to here. Hold Alt will show us where the lock is. And I think it's that. Nope. Who even knows anymore now? Contaminated water. What are you? Okay, just unlock everything until I find the right one. There you go. I'll move you down. 1, 2, move up 1. Okay, then we're gonna get everything. We're gonna lock it all again. Then we're gonna go up to level 1. Beautiful. Okay, do I make my catwalk now? Why not? Let's make my catwalks.
There's a very bad feeling about this.
So I go up to my new level, level 2, and we are going to go to lines again. Okay, so we're probably gonna need bridges. All of these bridge options. So why does that one work? Is it just this wooden bridge that doesn't want to... That's weird. Okay. It did work. I wonder what I did differently. Because this wasn't clicked. Oh, look at that. There you go. I mean, it's weird that we got a little break in there. So maybe we need a different texture. But like when this world space texture was on, I just had this setting off. Okay, so unclick that setting. And so we want a seamless one. So we got wooden bridge, we got wooden bridge 2, we got bridge 2 seamless. So if we use this, click it into the hand, go to line, go to freeform. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So now let's trace this. What we want, a point where the players can jump to it with like a reasonable athletics check from this point. We want it over the water, jumpable, circling the creature. Okay, so quick crash course refresher on jumping. Jumping is important in 5th edition D&D. You need to know how to do it. Anyways, you cannot jump any space greater than your strength score. And that's only if you do a long jump with a running of at least 10 feet. So that's 2 squares, that's no problem. But that means we need probably only about 3 squares of space. So the bridge has to come to here. And then they're going to jump. So it's got to come about halfway. So we've got to get the bridge out to here. Okay, so we're going to start here. So I'm going to make that allowable as a jump for the players from there if they want to get up onto that. So let's try that again and make it a little bit smoother. Go right up to about here, turn, and then with confidence move it like so and end. Beautiful. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so then we go down a level. Last thing to do is just fill in that background to make this floor a little bit nicer. Now, we did like the sandstone. I just love the way that they did it in their videos. So instead of lines, we go to textures and, ooh, or we could do dirt and sand. Yeah, like this caked sand is gonna be like really, really good, I think. Give like a little extra texture and see what that looks like. No, that one didn't quite work. I don't like it. If we go down, up, yeah, I didn't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so let's get rid of that. What do we want? What do we want here? We want some growth. We want some natural things. Okay, so let's just see what would happen if I threw in some vegetation right here and kind of just did that super cool noise trick. Then we drop the noise scale down and take a look at that. What does that look like? Does that look natural? It doesn't. Let's try and re-noise it. New noise, new noise, new noise, new noise. No. Drop the noise scale down to like a 2. Oh, that's nice and textured. Okay. Alright, let's give this a go. Let's take it up. Let's drop it across the whole thing. Whoa, now it looks weird. It's way too much of it. So we can drop the opacity down. And so they're like, oh, they're coming in and it's pretty cool. They're walking along. Yeah, kind of greeny. Interesting. Oh god, what is going on with this ground over here? Things are happening and weird. That's not bad, actually. The only thing is that I probably don't want it on this part. So if I take this, unlock it. Not the vegetation tile. Okay, so what if I take the vegetation tile and I move it down? There's the change. Okay, here we go. Now it should be mixed correctly. It's not going over the walls. It's between the walls and the floor. So then it's hitting that. And then if we go to level 1, it's part of that too. If we go to level 2, it's part of that as well. Gave it just a little bit of green texture. Okay. We're almost there. Friends, I like it. So a little bit of idea about what's going to happen. Like the players are going to start here-ish, and they can decide to go this way. They can listen at either area. We'll have like a minor sort of encounter here with some like people. This room's a little bit not quite the shape I wanted. I think I wanted this a little bit further over. But like maybe what I'll have them do is there will be like human guards here, so like they can come up and they could encounter them first or talk their way past or whatever, or they could draw them away through here while they go up through the narrower passage, and then they're going to come here and they're going to see the creature and they're going to fight the creature, and then things are going to come back this way so that they're going to have to jump over or get involved over here, and maybe they'll come over here, and like people will be having like enemies will have cover by the boxes can be pushed over and moved and whatnot. And then so the creature is going to be like a heavily modified version of an Elder Oblex. It's going to be based on that, but I'm going to try and have it like moving people, pulling them towards it, holding them close, doing stuff. It's going to have maybe not lair actions, but I might do legendary actions. I might do a mythic setup as well, so you drop it down to 0 and then it pops right back up. And I definitely want to do something with the water where if you fall into it, there's going to be like grasping tendrils or fungus or something that holds you down. So you got to fight that or drown. It's intended to be a really dynamic, really dangerous fight. It's supposed to feel like a climactic big bad evil guy final boss battle. That is the intention here. What else do I need to do? I guess we're just into exporting now. All right, initiate selection. Yeah, so we're gonna go from there to there, which is a 60 by 40. It's not showing me because I'm a lot. There we go, 60 by 40. Cool. That's our selection. Pixels per inch. Cool, but we're not going to do an image. We're going to do a roll 20. So it automatically does the settings of 70 with 60 by 40. JPEG. Yeah. Oh, but hang on. What layer are we pulling? What level? Maybe just level 2 because it's there? Alright, export. Got it in my Arkenforge. Let's do level 2. Let's see if that works. Let's pull it up. Yeah, okay. Then we're going to go back. And we're going to drop down to level 1. Start export. And we're going to do level 1. Pull that out. Perfect. Okay, then we're going to drop down to level 0. And we're going to just put 0. Yeah. Look at how beautiful that is. Even changes the water a little bit because it was taking a picture of when it was moving. Here's my tutorial map. I'm going to just delete that now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, what did you think? What did you think of the Master's Toolkit in by Arkenforge? Honestly, I am a huge fan. I had so much fun making this, and I want to keep doing it. Honestly, I feel like when I'm just editing podcasts, I might be fiddling with the Master's Toolkit. Like, this is just super cool, really fun, easy to use. I feel like I get to be pretty creative. There's so much that I can learn and improve on with this. It's really accessible, really, really great. Man, Arkenforge, I am so thankful that you reached out and just brought this whole thing to my attention, because honestly, I had been shopping around for a map creator. I support a lot of map makers on Patreon. I get a ton of maps to use in our various podcasts and streams and stuff. And I wanted to start customizing and making my own and maybe releasing them on Patreon. And I'd been doing a little bit of research, and then, like, out of the blue, you, Arkenforge, comes to me and says, hey, you want to try this out? I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And it looks really good. It looks really good, and it's super fun. And honestly, I'm really excited to try out some cyberpunk stuff with this. Like, that is the next stop for me. I guess maybe not the next stop. I'll probably have to make some more Hellboy maps, because that's what I'm going to be playing for the next 3 weeks on my Fridays. But this was great. And pop back to just me, my face, saying this is super great. I really like it. I would absolutely use it again. I strongly recommend that people pick it up and give it a try. This was so fun. Yeah. I'm gonna end this video now and just say the things that I say at the end of a video, but follow us on Twitter at SkyhammerK, follow us on Instagram at Skyhammer Press, subscribe and like on YouTube at Skyhammer Press. We do pen and paper role-playing game reviews, actual plays, campaigns, all sorts of stuff on podcast at a podcast called Massive Damage Adventures and Massive Damage Campaigns. We're also on Twitch at Massive Damage Adventures and doing the occasional thing there. What's coming up soon? You probably saw it scrolling for the last couple of hours if you got this far. Who knows how long this video is going to be once I actually edit it down. But our Kids on Brooms one-shot comes out soon, and our Wheel of Time Cortex Prime game is releasing on Massive Damage Campaigns right now. Most recently, we reviewed a copy of the Tome of Tales by Our Talsorian Games, playing the Witcher RPG, which I strongly recommend. That's super good. Very fun. Well, once again, I am Merrick Moyer. Thanks for checking out the Master's Toolkit. And thanks again, Arkenforge, for giving us us, the podcast, the opportunity to review it. It was super cool, and I'm gonna keep using it. That's it. Good night. Goodbye.